7 best places to live in the Midlands, England. Today, we want to explore the Midlands in the central part of England. The region, flanked by northern and southern England, is also bordered by Wales and the North Sea. Some of the cities here feature on the list of the best places to live in the UK in 2024, as compiled by The Times. Those places are among the 7 best places to live in the Midlands, England, and these are the focus of this video. As you'd see, Lincolnshire has 2 locations on this list, while the remaining 5 are found in Leicestershire and Birmingham, among other places. As you enjoy this revealing video, please see if you can find a location that you love on this list. 7. Sutton-on-Sea, Lincolnshire. If you need to find a calm berth on the bracing North Sea coast, the seaside village of Sutton-on-Sea is the place to go. If after a long search you have given up all hope of finding any unspoilt stretch of sea or sand dunes between Norfolk and East Yorkshire, here there is more than enough happening all year round, and this should be the end of your house hunt. The small village of Sutton-on-the-Sea of about 209,602 residents is livable and lively. Meanwhile, there is nothing like being overrun and outpriced by middlemen activities or that of second homeowners in summer. More beautifully, in the region, Sutton-on-Sea has one of the only 2,023 blue flag beaches. The town also distinguishes itself from its neighbours, such as Mablethorpe, by its lack of funfairs and arcades, which have been fiercely resisted by residents for years. However, the big news is the arrival of the NHS dental service, accessible at the Morisco Medical Practice. The library in the town, with its useful high street and easy access by road, all combine to make it a hinterland of interesting small towns. 6. Stamford, Lincolnshire. Next is a town in Lincolnshire. There's a fashionable new lease of life here that sees this classy and classic old-school town return to the list of the 7 best places to live in the Midlands. It's the town of Stamford and its towers and spires. With its hundreds of honey-coloured buildings constructed with limestone, you have no other choice than to make it a location of a current drama. It also serves as the picturesque backdrop to a strong and proud community. This is made more apparent by the presence of groups such as the Pride of Stamford Litter Pickers, the group working hard to keep Stamford spick and span. Apart from this, there are plenty of clubs to join, from cricket to tennis and running, while the surroundings of Stamford's are just as lovely as its architecture. The meadows offer stunning views of the town centre. Flanked the River Welland, which is equally a popular place to walk your dog. If you want, you can roam its 2,000 capability brown designed acres. 5. Shropshire Hills. Shropshire Hills is a place for you if you're desirous of getting lost in nature or nurturing your creative side. The enchanting landscape of this beautiful place is hidden from the sight of many adventurers. We'd understand if anyone is surprised to find it on this list of the best places to live in the Midlands. However, for all the beauty of that scenery and the direct train ride to Manchester, Crewe and Cardiff, you can imagine how convenient it'll be for tourists to come down here to enjoy the best place to be. They and residents do enjoy lush valleys, big hills and bigger skies, whose strange rocky outcrops and names such as the Stiper Stones and Long Mind add an air of mystery. No wonder the handful of incomers to the characterful towns and villages like this are adventurous retirees who find themselves under the spell en route to Erie. We can also mention the neat church Stretton, well-mannered and full of independent shops and restaurants where you can find new downsizers sporting puffy walking jackets. Many people also call it Little Switzerland because of its fresh air plus easy access to countless glorious walks. 4. Market Harborough, Leicestershire. This is another market town that we find on this list. It sets out its stall with good schools and good transport links, together with a good life. For those who want to live in a commutable and community-focused market town, Market Harborough is the place to look to without paying a markup. It is a good thing that it is not the home counties, because it is actually better for it, as it offers the homely comforts of impeccable connections. Its schools are high-achieving, while its eventful past is apparent in the medley of historic buildings. Here's the best place to add its handsomely good homemade jams with bacon butties at the market. If you aren't a fan of gardening, you're free to join the Harborough Woodland Group to plant trees. It also has sports clubs full of plenty of volunteers at the local theatre and the town's 24/7 radio station. 3. Knowle and Dorridge, Solihull. Even in the town of Solihull in the western region of the Midlands, we find this location known as Knowle and Dorridge, full of big houses along with schools and postcodes with bragging rights in these super suburbs. It's a swanky, family-friendly part of Solihull where your children can walk a dog. 10 minutes from the retail action with any of John Lewis, Marks & Spencer's and the Artisan Market on the first Saturday of each month. The suburban sanctuary is quite a distance from the urban sprawl, which is 20 minutes by train from Birmingham. These super suburbs are endowed with acres of green belt which are dotted with a country park. It's such a nice place around Dorridge Wood for dog walking, riding stables and golf clubs. There's an Ashes Golf Centre with an 18-hole adventure golf course. It also has a floodlit driving range. Kenilworth, with its royal castle, known as Stratford-upon-Avon, has a dose of culture. The Cotswolds will make for easy day trips by car. 2. Buxton, Derbyshire. As we coast home, we come across Buxton, a spa town in the borough of High Peak in Derbyshire. As you can see, this location is in the East Midlands region, so it's the second best place to live in the Midlands. As England's highest market town, it is sited at some 300 metres above sea level. This Derbyshire town west of Cheshire and close to Staffordshire to the south is one of the marvellous market towns on the edge of the Peak District National Park High. Art and high living synergise in this lofty spa town. All these are just a stone's throw from craggy countryside, fabulous farm shops and grand stately homes. The spa town of Buxton set out its redoubtable stall in great and elegant style, so it's architecturally diverse with Roman, Georgian and Victorian parks that are also well connected. It's also a cultural powerhouse. A good highlight of the city is the Buxton International Festival, which offers an embarrassment of riches. With 5 operas, including a new production of a suffragette, the town will come alive with this year's festival. Also included are an evening with Carlos Acosta and a rich literary programme. 1. Sturchley, Birmingham. Finally, we have come to the best places to live in the Midlands, England. This hotspot in the south is back on the rails, able to come alive after dark thanks to unstoppable Vava Brum. The philosophy, when one door closes, another door opens, is the upbeat vibe still playing out in Birmingham in spite of recent draconian council cuts. Granted, wartime economy measures likely shut the Camp Hill line in 1941, but with the opening of the 3 stations for business, it is going to be a different ballgame. The redundant John Lewis department store here is now coasting home to operate as The Drum, a world-class business hub and stomach care centre. Its top schools, parks and trains linking the city centre from Bourneville are a huge plus. This huge ambition and vision is consistent with Big B's rebranding, which is now coming up as a classy setting for either business or pleasure. Sturchley's reputation for food is flying, thanks to a chef's hatful of Michelin stars. The arrival of a sleek F1 arcade, which is the only one outside London, is confirmation of Brum as the champion. This enhances competitive socialising along urban crazy golf, upmarket bowling alleys or indoor baseball. Since the real Birmingham is to be found actually in the sprawl of its suburbs, we're justified in picking this livable Victorian terrace in Sturchley. If you had to make a selection, which location would you consider the first among these 7 best places to live in the Midlands? The comment section is yours, please. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.